You're right guys, it's Capgun Tom here and I'm back for another episode of Road to Glory, and today we will be continuing on with our Dutch squad as we were. As you can see, we sold a couple of things in the trade pile, so we go and clear that out. Obviously just bronze stuff that I get from packs and then sell on. You can get rid of these players for like 200 coins, make your coins back on each pack. I keep banging on about it, but it's just stupid not to continually be selling stuff because you might as well earn some money while you're playing the game. Anyway, we go into our first game straight away. Before we make any signings, we come up against this 4-3-3 Barclays Premier League team, which he is playing Maluda at centre mid, playing Ivanovic at centre mid, and just like, I don't know what you're doing, he's crazy. Anyway, you can see here, Len's doing some nice work and chopping his way through the defence, passing it on to Huntelaar, who turns onto the goal and simply slots that in near post. Nice goal by Huntelaar there to take us into the lead in the 45th minute, and yeah, pretty happy with that. Obviously the team celebrating because they love each other, and you can see here him actually coming back straight away. Fair play to him. Punishing me straight away from the kickoff, me just not dealing with it, and Bent scores a nice little goal there to equalise before half time, which I was a bit annoyed about, especially since I've been playing all game trying to get myself into the lead. Anyway, you can see here, simple through ball puts Huntelaar in on goal, and Huntelaar takes the chance very nicely in the 85th minute. This guy was by no means a pushover, he was really difficult to break down, and he made an uncharacteristic mistake there, and into the next passage of play we've got a nice passing movement here, back heel onto Elia, and then what is a very, very nice finesse shot from Huntelaar. He has an absolutely amazing finesse shot, so if you're getting in on goal, I would recommend using him with his finesse shot because it's just unbelievable. Anyway, you can see here, after the game is finished, obviously we won 3-1. We grab our coins, not as many as I was hoping for, only 870, but when in a tough game you'll take the win, won't you? Anyway, we go off and make our first signing, and I imagine that a lot of you have guessed this signing already, and that is to go and get Wesley Sneijder, obviously going to be taking the place of De Guzman, and De Guzman has been very, very good for us, but Sneijder is obviously a ton better, and we're trying to make the team as good as possible. So obviously we go and put him into the team. I changed his formation, so we do get 99 chem for the team, 9 chemistry per player, and you can see we go into our next game, trying out Sneijder for the first time. We come up against this Brazilian team, 4-4-1-1, and just no one really playing in the right positions, and yeah, unfortunate. Anyway, we go through on goal early, and you can see there that I roulette it past the goalkeeper and he just simply slid me, and Sneijder gets involved straight away onto the score sheet for the team. You can see he's going to be very good for us. He has an absolutely wicked free kick. You can barely miss the target with him. So, Sneijder is going to be scoring all of them free kicks for us, which is always good to have a good free kick taker in it, because it can make the difference between winning and losing in a lot of games. Anyway, Len scores an absolute screamer there. I was just like, okay, didn't expect that to happen. I was like, just have a pop shot. Lenz does have a very, very good shot. Very good feet, both of them, and with his right, he was pretty deadly there. I gave it a little replay just because I was in a bit of disbelief when it went in. So you can see that all the way. Julio Cesar just not getting anywhere near it. Anyway, later on in the game, he went a bit suicidal. You can see him there pulling his goalkeeper well out of position, and we simply cross it in for Wesley Sneijder to get a free header in on goal. And considering so small, that was kind of impressive, although it was into an empty net. Anyway, we win that game 3-0, which is good to see, and yeah, there's not much else to do because Wesley Sneijder was quite a big signing. I've left the last signing until next episode, and yeah, so you can see we go straight into our last game of the episode, come up against this 4-1-2-1-2, and he has Dembar and Luis Suarez up front, and both of those are pretty decent players. I found out he's probably one of the more difficult players that I've played with this team so far. You can see him here going into the lead in the 3rd minute. I was a bit disbelief, that's why I tried to pause it. It's like, okay, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, you can see there Suarez celebrating, and we actually get back into the game. Now, this is where, having some knowledge of players is very useful, because you can see here, Dunn's coming across. I'm like, okay. I was like, maybe I need to chop inside, but actually I was like, no, I'll tell you what, Dunn's really slow. I know how slow he is. Van Persie's going to outpace him, so I simply ran to the goal, even though it looked like he had the advantage when he was coming across. And that put us to 1-1. Anyway, we took the lead here. Really nice passing movement here from the team, just continually backwards and forwards, in and out of a goal, back to Van Persie, and Van Persie finishes that to make it 2-1 to us, which is really nice to see. In the 19th minute, a very, very exciting game, especially in the first half. You can see here him actually coming back again, crossing it in, and Luis Suarez doing the same that he did in the first half and scoring with his head, which I'm not always the biggest fan of crosses, but you know, it does work, so you can't hold it against him if you use it. Anyway, I did do an absolute comeback. I was just like, okay, Huntelaar's mad. He's like, I'm going in on goal, and you can see there him running from the kickoff all the way past all his players, although he didn't actually put up that much of a good defence there. And we end up going through and scoring a nice goal for Huntelaar. Anyway, you can see here, last minute, the second half was a bit boring compared to the first, but a really nice goal here from the throw-in. De Jong, first goal for us, coming from the centre defensive mid position and absolutely smashing that into the top right-hand corner to make it 4-2 and win us the game. So, yeah, that's the end of the episode, guys. I really hope you've been enjoying this team like I have. I mean, this team is awesome. I'd recommend you build it yourself. And yeah, I guess we'll leave it there, and I will see you all next time.